Nope, that means I have total autonomy. I control the media. I control the propaganda! Alright? Okay, welcome back everyone. We finished off last time finishing up the tombs, which is probably one of the longer portions of the story initially. And first thing I do when I log on is I always just check dailies because you just want to see specifically what rewards coins, because that's always most important. So doing a stronghold, weapon kills, 2 contracts. Okay, all that's doable. So strongholds. I mean, could do Tyrant Mine right now, get that stronghold done. Could also do the seasonal. But I'm just going to keep going on the missions for now, for the time being. I will definitely get to those contracts in the stronghold today, because getting the coin whenever you can is definitely important. So this is a second Xbox account for the purposes of starting Anthem fresh. I know I can make a new pilot, but I wanted the coin. I wanted the coin associated, so that way it kind of mimics the new player experience. Because you get that 40k to start with.
Connection established.
No, you can't. If you make a new pilot, you don't get the extra 40k coin.
Sending you the location now.
Yeah, you get to keep your crystals, but yeah. I mean, like I said, I wanted this to imitate what someone new would experience. Yeah, so basically I'm just going to get to level 30 as quickly as possible, do Dear Diary, get to 960, and then do seasonals. But I'm pretty... You're on non-GM, you're super overpowered anyways. Oh my god.
See what you can do with it.
Well, you know, I guess it's good that I'm making these because, you know, one of our own clearly does not know what he's doing. I mean... And that's going in the video, just like that exact quote. Your audio's not on it. Nope. Nope. It doesn't work. Nope, that means I have total autonomy. I control the media. Dude, when I was like 16, 17, I was actually like deathly scared of taxes. I was like, how am I gonna know like what to do? Like yeah, no, the point was to do it myself, but Tim wants to frickin' play, so I mean, what the hell am I gonna do? Alright, fine, Tim, you're banned from playing with me. Goodbye. Nope, I don't want any help. No help. Not allowed to have help. According to Control Freak 998, I'm not allowed to have any help. That's the rules of this run. Well, yeah, you really don't need gold weapons. Yeah, you hear that, chat? Never buy anything from the store before you're level 30. I will preach it till the end of the earth, and I will practice it in this run. I don't even have Legion of Dawn edition. So yeah, chat, after discussing with various members of the community, never buy anything from the shop before level 30. That's what the consensus was. Everyone agrees. You don't need the power. The game is easy. You can do it. And I'm not just saying that because I am 960 and it's easy. I'm practicing what I preach here. I'm literally at levels like 60 power doing this. That's perfectly fine. Actually, I just realized I'm probably going to be soloing this, aren't I?
Since when does Corvus care about scars?
Since they started making acidic weapons to attack supply caravans.
Obviously. Reloader, you'll need to silence the relic.
I'm in trouble here.
Alright, y'all didn't see that. You would think having done Shaper runs I would, you know, gameplay better than that. It's possible that I am a little underleveled for strongholds. But it is a daily, so I want to get it done. So yeah, I think at one point you do have to do a stronghold, or they force you to do it, but I'm just doing it now. I don't know if that gets rid of the requirement later, but I guess we'll find out. I'm just doing it because it was a daily. So the other thing I've learned in Anthem is if you're generally the least powerful person on a team, be the one who ferries things around. Nobody likes it when the least powerful person is always trying to do the killing when it very clearly takes them the longest to do it. And I am very obviously the lowest, least powerful person here, so I'm going to make sure I do it. Also, a little tip here for normal strongholds. Once you get this chest, obviously, you know, collect whatever loot you want. You can just respawn. And you'll just get that little bit closer to the next area. You know, saves a little bit of time. You don't have to kill any of these guys, but they do have a decent chance of dropping loot, so, you know, you can kill them, but of course, you know, you typically do that on high-level strongholds for score and also the chance of legendaries. Obviously, I have 0 chance of legendaries at this point, so there is less of a purpose to killing him. You're probably better off just speedrunning. Also, if you're very far behind in the stronghold and someone gets this checkpoint right here, that search tunnels, if someone gets that, you can respawn and you'll spawn here with them. It's another little tidbit that's convenient. So yeah, normal strongholds, typically the best thing you can do is just get through it as quickly as possible. You don't really gain all that much extra from killing everything, or especially normal difficulty. Like these scars spawn on the seasonal version, you make sure you kill all the scars because they're all worth score. But here, there's no reason, so you're better off just grabbing things quickly. Everything still dies quickly despite the fact that this other guy is epic in the party, because I think there's some kind of like dynamic, scaling. So if you had better stuff, it just kind of doesn't matter. And wind wall! Oh, it goes all the way over there. Oh, fuck. That's... No! I don't use the wind wall! Yeah, guys, I'm a fraud because I'm playing an easier difficulty. But you know what's even more fraudulent than playing on easy? Buying legendaries from the shop before you're level 30. That's fraudulent behavior. I mean, you really need a legendary to play on hard. I mean, yeah, it's literally like you could even do a day one. Like you literally, like, not a single one of these surfaces is an unlock or a buy. Well, yeah, there's just like some fabric selection, you know, a little bit of bare metal, steel, you know, just like the normal steel. Anyways, contract time, I guess. Contract time, or no? You know what? I'll just keep going with the story first. Fly like an eagle, 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 into the future. Also, you know what sucks? You see how cool this version looks? Why doesn't the legendary mission version look this cool? Yeah. Like, they didn't even try for the legendary missions. The legendary missions just look like shit by comparison. It's really sad. But they could have copied and pasted the same textures. Like, why did they get rid of the cool looking textures? Yeah, like if you do gear kills, melee kills, revives, you know, all that kind of stuff. Is there like a hard metal by comparison to easy? I mean, what actually do you gain more XP for? Because the medals aren't worth more. One badge. Yeah, that one badge can suck my. Okay, so I have another javelin unlock. I forgot about this whole system. All right, well, I'll unlock Ranger. Sure, why not? I mean, the other logic here is that even if you do earn more XP, you're just gonna quick play at the end on hard anyways, and that'll be generally faster. I don't know, it's way easier to blaze through the story on an easier difficulty and then go fix the end doing, you know, quick play. Alright, let's do Mysterious Beginnings on hard then. So okay, so if the easy one is 1200, but then the final XP you get is 3200, that means there's 2000 that you're earning that's not from the mission. That's like all your badges and stuff. So if it's 2800 for hard, that's an extra 1600, so it'll go from like 32 to 4800. So it's really like, it's a 50% gain, depending on how many badges you get. But if it takes 50% longer, then it's not worth it. Alright, whatever. So when you quick play at the end of the campaign, make sure you quick play on hard, I guess. I'll specifically for the seasonals how you get 4x the amount on what's called tire mine and Heart of Rage. Yeah, so typically a stronghold is 150, but on seasonal Heart of Rage and seasonal Tyrant Mine specifically, basically it'll multiply that 150 by the number of people in your squad. So you can get up to 600 per attempt. Yeah, the reputation, the rep. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean XP. I meant rep. 150 rep. Yeah, it's like 150 rep for every stronghold completion in that specific faction. So for Heart of Rage is Freelancer, so yeah, you'll get 600 Freelancer per. So the one that's actually the worst to level up is Sentinels, because Sentinels is Temple and... Sentinels is Temple and Sunken Cell, but there's no bonus, so that's why Sentinels is almost always last for most people. So yeah, Legendary missions are definitely great. I don't know if it's 100 of each, or if it's 150 of each, or if it's I know it's a good amount. I think or it might even be 200 of each. Yeah. It's funny because I know all these missions as legendary missions rather than just like the normal version. Awesome. This is what we get for playing on hard. Is this how they make it hard? No. Yeah, you see the red, but you can't see him. You can't hit him. Yeah, but I can't even binary him. We played it on hard, and well, they clearly made it a very large challenge for us by putting a guy behind a crystal wall that we couldn't binary him through. I mean, you know, you're right. That is hard difficulty. That's for sure. Can't shoot what you can't see. I think he did see us trying to get out of the frickin'... Like, we were literally trying to do an out-of-map jump out of a room to try and kill this enemy that was behind a wall. Great, we get to do it all again! Woo! This guy's combos to 13k. Oh dear.
Dig through poop. I mean, feces.
Lucky me.
I can't help you if you're gonna be picky. I'll analyze the link's intel and send it to Dax. Beautiful. We can discuss back at Fort Tarsis.
So, okay. You get the gold one there that says plus 800. But I thought it was supposed to be 2600. Not 800. No, I just saw the medal. I saw the medal, like, you know, for completing the mission pop up. Yeah, 3450. We got 3200 last time, and that was only when it was just two of us. Alright guys, so that'll do it for today. I mean, we're just gonna keep chugging along, progressing in the story. I'm gonna kind of speed up the pace of these a little bit because I don't really have that many tips and tricks for getting through the story. You really just have to get through it, you know? So, you know, I'm gonna try and speed up the pace of these a little bit. I'm not gonna really be showing so many clips, so
I hope it'll be easy to keep up with and easy to understand, because really I am just progressing through the story. That's all I'm really doing. I know there's a big break from the last episode. I was on vacation, but I got a lot of footage to edit. I got a lot of these coming soon, so stay tuned in. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.